Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play more of our Aztec aggression campaign in Europa Universalis IV. So it's been a few days since I've played last. I don't remember anything about what's happening except that we're winning. We're at 3 wars. There's a lot of wars. It's the Vinlandian War for Independence. Okay, yep, I remember that. That puts us at war with Great Britain. So that's why we're fighting him down here. Got it, okay. We do want Vinland to be independent from Norway because that way we can attack them. But, more importantly, I want to win my war against Canada, which we are basically done on. We've got these 4 claims sieged, we've got that one sieged, and these 2 are about to fall. When we get those, negative 21 and positive 7%. Okay, when we get those, we'll probably... Oh, that's Great Britain, never mind. We do have a claim on Canada, here and here. So it's these 2 that we're waiting on for Canada. And then we'll peace out Canada. Now, France, we can take a ton of land from France if we get enough war score for it, or if their enthusiasm drops, but I think the game plan with them is just to peace out Augsburg, Austria, and Munster as their enthusiasm comes down. And, yeah, they have rebuilt some transports. They've got 5, so maybe we get lucky and France sends over a 5-stack. That would be spectacular, don't you think? I think so. Alright, so in other news, this is just the first video I've recorded since discovering this information, so I'm just going to mention it now. I'm getting my motherboard replaced because apparently that could be part of the reason why I'm having performance issues with the U4. We'll see. It's going to take a week or 2. So you're going to arrive in Peten on the 3rd. We'll be on Belize on the 3rd, but that's jungle. It means we're going to suffer at least 2%, 3% if I allow them to stop there. Attrition, just to move through it. I would really like to engage them in, like, planes, please. But our army's bigger. They have 9 artillery, 12 in the front, so we have far too much in the front to really do well. But we can flank pretty well. We're far enough into the game that we've got 50% bonus flanking. So the artillery and the cavalry, which start with 2 maneuver, can flank a little bit better. The infantry with 1 maneuver still don't have enough that they can actually flank an extra tile, not till Tech 23, which is next level. Then they'll be able to flank 2, which is very significant. Anyway, 2 maneuver to our 2 maneuver. A 2-3 versus our 2-2. So if we attack in the jungle, it's a -1 penalty. I would feel a lot better if we had more artillery. If we had, you know, 12 artillery to match their front line. Are we at the force limit? We're almost at the force limit. We have room for a bunch of boats. I think I had started building heavies, didn't I? Or I have 1. Alright, and then how many colonies do we have? Wow, that's a lot of colonies. Wow, we're losing money fast. Okay, but that one's about to finish. That one's going to finish pretty quick. That one, we're about to flip to our culture. That's the only reason, okay. But there are people here. So we should really defend both of them. And we can't send to here because this one's a colony. So one of these will have to finish and then we send to here. Okay. Well, I'm going to hope that 1 infantry is enough to take that, and we're going to just march 1 of the infantry over that way. And then what do we want to do about this? Britain, you're on Tech 22, we're on Tech 22. I think we just hang out in our own territory, recover some troops, and we just go engage them. Also, apparently, I have been seeing the symbol the wrong way, and that is the Commonwealth, not the Aztecs, even though they look very similar, stupidly similar in my opinion. But yes, that explains why I was wrong. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to protect these colonies. Alright, we're going to have to break off one of the infantry from over here. Alright, so he is in hostile territory. His troops are not very damaged, but he should suffer arrival attrition in the jungle, which we will then engage him and see how we do. We will definitely want to consolidate regiments, just because whatever infantry do engage, we want to be at peak strength. Not that we're going to really have any issue with not having having enough infantry in the front row. Anyway, let's just find out what happens. Eventually we have to play the game, right? We can't just talk about the game. Yeah, so this is my concerns. A huge number of these infantry are not doing anything. Our cavalry aren't even engaging. Like, I feel like the cavalry should have auto-deployed a little bit further in, but... That, or you know what I could have done? Is I could have kept some of the infantry back, and then sent them in separate. Canada, what on earth are you doing? Well, let's not let this get stack wiped. Yeah, if I had sent in... See, this is so horrible. Now the artillery ends up in the front row, and all of this infantry is still on the sides. It's just a horrible, horrible engagement. Because of the way that the infantry deployed. Now they're in the middle row, and now they're fighting against weaker armies, but man, getting back into this game is tough, man. Alright, so we can do culture or religious stuff right now. I think we're going to have to retreat from this fight. We just lost way more than we killed, but I should have deployed the troops differently. I should have sent in half the infantry first, without the leader. I've done it before, you know, where you keep the leader with the artillery, and then 2 bands of infantry, and then you rotate them. That's what I should have done. Then they would have cycled in, they would have been stronger, it would have worked a lot better. In the meantime, we've got to go over there. I hope he does chase. Oh, and he's actually staying in the plains. Stay in the plains there, please. Yes, do. Yes, do. Alright, we'll try that again in a moment. I mean, we're going to get the ticking war score for... They're never going to get control of the capital. So, we got that going for us, which is nice. Canada's at 96%. But they've still got one province that I have a claim on. And I think I want to take every single province that we have claims on, don't we? Let's see. If we take all the ones we have claims on... It's only 35 war score, and it's 0% overextension, so there's like no reason to not take more, since they're all former colonies. Even if we can't core it all right now, due to a lack of admin points, it doesn't even matter. I like seeing the extra suffered attrition there. That's nice. Here, we'll just engage with the whole army. And then come back. Alright, so here's the British fleet. Pretty sizable. Have you go join down there. I am a bit concerned that they might land troops to the north. Okay, he's on the move again into the plains. If he were to engage me, there's a river here between here and Mixie. Let's park in Mixie. See if he engages me. If he does, that'd be ideal. Because he has 2 maneuver, we have 2 maneuver. He'd take a -2 penalty to engage us in Mixie. We'll combine the day before. So that's going to be the 23rd. Denmark has managed to declare independence. From who? Sweden? Okay. Well, good for them. So yeah, on the 23rd, we will shift consolidate, so that we're at peak fighting efficiency. And then yeah, we'll just see how this... Oh, he's going the wrong province. Okay. Probably should have checked to see if he was actually going to the province I thought he was. Peace offer from Canada. Not until we have your province sieged, please. Starting to wonder if maybe I should just send some more of these troops down south. Yeah, we'll send one of the stacks. I want to get the cannons down here. And I want to be able to rotate the armies. We have plenty of manpower, so there's really no reason to not just keep the armies together and safe. How are we doing on, like, our support independence? We're supporting the independence of a lot of places. I really feel like they should be breaking free right now. Portuguese Brazil, Rio de Prata. Let's get these diplomats busy. Top off relations with really anybody that I'm supporting independence of. So Portuguese Brazil, Portuguese Mexico. Yeah, you're really tiny. We'll support your independence too. Sure, why not? And we'll hold off until we get the other armies down here. And once they get down, then we'll go for it. Now, some people were asking in a previous video, like, why don't you just take land that you don't have don't have claims on? And the answer is that there's just so much land that I'm going to need to core that we have to take land that we have claims on. We're going to run out of administrative points, even with 9 per month, even with, you know, if I switched it up and kept going for the administrative guy. That's not my country. You know, administrative guy. That's right, we're not a election. We need the administrative points. We gotta only take lands that we have cores on. I do like when these armies split up. Alright, let's get that missionary to work. Might as well. We have Aztec particularists in Odawa. What's the issue here? Decreased autonomy? Nationalism? I mean, the concern is that if these guys do fire, it's a bunch of provinces, they could be quite sizable. And then Missis. Oh, it's just intolerance and stuff that I have no control over. A theologian. We already have a theologian. Great. Well, what else can we do? Could win some wars. Thank goodness none of the land we take from Canada is going to cause overextension, because that would be painful. Oh my goodness, there are 44 troops on these boats. Where do you think he's going? He's going up here. Crap. I hope he's not going to go into Canada. Great Britain, do you have military access to Canada? Like, I don't have military access through Canada. So I'm wondering if they have military access through Canada. Because I'm at war with Canada. Kind of. I mean, they kind of do. Ish. Yeah, we're going to want to end this war soon. That's a 3-star general. That's a lot of infantry. That's just a big freaking army. Yeah, I'm thinking he's got access over here. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all, Great Britain. Wish we had a better general. Oh yeah, you're becoming a general for sure. Let's get you dead. Actually pretty good. Compared to the other guy. No, this is the bigger threat. There's nothing I can really do about this. What am I going to do here? We're going to have to peace out Canada before he gets there. Just need a diplomat. 3 days. So the day that the combat starts, we'll peace out Canada the day after. We won't take this province, which will make us black flagged, saving those two armies. Oh, he's decided not to go there. Interesting. Okay, well, perhaps we wait then. Alright, so with his 2 maneuver and our 2 maneuver, we could set up in a province that has rivers adjacent. St. Jean would be a pretty good spot. I'm going to watch that army really closely. This is going to break both these sieges, almost definitely. And I think there's a pretty good chance we can kill this army before they reinforce. Yep. He's still sitting tight. That is not the war goal, though. The war goal is Eriksfjord, which is up here. That's not good. If you could just separate by 2 provinces, I'll engage. I think we'll win. Base tax or manpower? Well, I feel like the manpower is not going to help us. We'll take the base tax. Alright, good. 2 provinces distant. You've got 0 maneuver. 2-2 leader. He's going after Vinland's army down here, though. Oh, you know what? That one's really imbalanced. Look at all that. Look at all that artillery. We've got to go after that army. Even if he does kill the army in Vinland, Vinland's army, I can smash the crap out of that one. He's got too many cannons. These cannons will end up in the front row, just like mine did in the previous fight, and we'll end up coming out ahead. I don't care how much you forced march. I'm going to hunt this army down. I'm going to get you. And we do have 3 maneuvers, so we actually outmaneuver him now. We can ignore rivers. And we can catch him. Excellent. Cool. Well, that'll help out tremendously, I think, if we kill that army. Are we making money again yet? Oh, these colonies are still too expensive. We've got to get rid of some of the colonies. And then reinforcement costs. That's going to go away. So we're not losing too much money. The war taxes would be nice. We are ahead of time on military tech, but we're doing a military idea group as well. So, I don't think we want to spend it on money. You know, money's not a big deal. We don't have any loans, and we normally make pretty good money, so. Alright, cool. Well, before we have this fight go, I'm going to take a break here. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.